Well, guys, your girl finally made it to Midgar.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, which is a graphical update of last year's PS4 release, added with a new episode featuring Yuffie, is the definitive version for the modern-day take on 1997's classic.
Come on, let's push it past the red line!
While we're already familiar with the graphical improvements Square Enix did for FF7 Remake Intergrade, the actual new piece of content exclusive to the PlayStation 5 is Yuffie's episode, Intermission. And the good thing with the DLC is that you can access it directly in the main menu, so you don't have to worry if you need to progress in the base game. To give a quick recap, Intermission focuses on Yuffie's trip to Midgar, representing Wu Tai, with the goal of stealing Shinra's ultimate materia. From the start, Yuffie is a joy to watch, not only in combat, but also her emotions, her personality, which is a sight to see given the dark and serious tone of the base game. The way she calls herself as the leading lady in a comedic sequence to downplaying the people of Shinra can be refreshing. Balancing Yuffie's cheerful trip to Midgar is new guy Sonon, aiding Yuffie's quest for Wu Tai. Both characters work well together as shown throughout the game. Treated as a protective brother watching her younger sister grow. Sonon is a new addition to the remake family, and to me, he is a character worth enough to be with your party. After playing through the different fighting styles of Cloud and company, Yuffie's gameplay is fast-paced, balancing short and long-range attacks while synergizing with Sonon for a tag team setup. At first, learning Yuffie's combat can be challenging, but after a few fights and boss battles, you'll have too much fun with her that you're just gonna go in guns blazing. Yuffie is the only playable character in the DLC, but you can still order Sonon to unleash heavy attacks or join you for tag team combos. Approach enemies with Yuffie's 4-point shuriken up close, or bounce back and throw your weapon as you begin to use your ninja-style magic moves. There will be enemies that you have to keep in close combat and some where you have to keep your distance. Somehow, Yuffie also has an array of elemental attacks that you can use to take advantage of enemy weaknesses. Just don't forget to scan every enemy before combat so you'll know what element you'll use. And the good thing about Yuffie's elemental attacks is it doesn't count with his MP. When Sonon joins you, you can simply press L2 to do some automatic combos as if you're controlling them together, but the drawback is that Sonon's ATB bar won't charge that fast. And don't worry about spending too much on healing items, as Sonon will most of the time protect you and heal you, either with healing materia or provoking enemies to divert attention away from you. Yuffie's frantic combat is a welcome addition, and it would be a delight once Yuffie joins the main party in the future. You don't have to worry about items and accessories as Yuffie would be leveled up, with a decent amount of upgraded materia with her. All you have to focus on is how to properly dispose enemies quick. Same with the base game, a hard mode will be available upon completion of the main story, along with new challenge modes for extended replay value. New bosses will also be available in the VR section, and you can even recruit the Thunder God Ramu from the start for the DLC's Soul Summon materia. Or, if you just want to relax from beating up monsters and soldiers, you can always resort to Fort Condor, the minigame included in Intermission, which is a mix of tower defense and Plants vs. Zombies. It's a fun minigame as you plan out your units to dispatch the competition's towers with a basic rock, paper, scissors setup. Melee units are weak to shields, archers are weak to melee, and shields are weak to archers. Overall, the brief intermission offers a dramatic story until the ending, setting up Yuffie's reason to fight for change. And seeing old faces from the main game to new ones that will shock you, this new addition to Final Fantasy VII Remake is worth it. 5 to 6 hours of more Final Fantasy VII Remake is what we need right now, and while I'm very happy with Yuffie's episode, I hope that in the next few months, they can add this DLC for PlayStation 4 owners. it might be exclusive right now to PlayStation 5, I don't see any reason for them not to make it accessible to the PS4. Yuffie's Intermission stays true to its wordplay, as her episode is packed with fun combat and story building in anticipation for what's to come for the eventual second part of Final Fantasy VII Remake.
The amazing Yuffie wants you!